Okay, so let me turn over the first 5-minute lightning round. Once again, we're talking cool technology or sessions that are going to be presented later today or later on this week. We have here Nicole Sullivan, who's going to talk to you for the first 5-minute slot. Thank you very much.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I know it seems like I'm coming to JavaScript conferences, crashing your parties to talk about CSS. So I'll start with a quote from Douglas Crawford. "JavaScript doesn't suck, you're just doing it wrong," which is sort of a famous thing that I think he said in different forms and iterations over the years. But at a conference, a Yahoo internal conference, he actually said that, and then a few minutes later got on stage and said CSS is completely broken, we need to go back to the drawing board. And I thought, hey, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Maybe there's some good parts here. So a lot of people kind of share that sentiment that CSS is broken. And, you know, I would say that CSS doesn't suck, but we really are actually doing it wrong. Code reuse, almost non-existent. Our file size just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We call more and more HTTP requests, and our sites get slower and slower. The code is fragile, ridiculously fragile. Basically, the first non-expert to touch it completely breaks it. But we can sort this out. We need to think about the ways that our solutions have actually introduced complexity to the problem unnecessarily, and then get rid of that. So looking at it a little differently, this is your basic CSS selector rule set. And up until now, we focused almost all of our effort on what's between the curly braces. Right? We've been very focused on making it work cross-browser. Like, what do we have to do to get IE6, IE55 support, you know, this kind of thing. And we basically completely ignored the fact that all of the architecture lives outside the curly braces. If we can get what's outside the curly braces right, we're going to write so much less code that it will matter a lot less what we do within the curly braces. So my solution to that is object-oriented CSS. And a lot of people say, oh, what the heck is that? Is it a philosophy, a framework, or a tool? It's kind of all of the above. It's an open source project on GitHub, but above all, it is sort of an evolution of the language, a way of making CSS more powerful and more predictable and more scalable. So I was talking with Gonzalo Cordero and Jenny and Chris, who all work at Yahoo, and I was telling them how the skins for OOCSS are actually super predictable. Basically, my goal in separating out my CSS into different layers of abstraction is that the layer of abstraction that touches the end developer when they're creating like a new module with different colored skins is so predictable that every value in it can be calculated and it requires absolutely no tweaks. And so I'm going on and on about that to them. And they finally said, well, if it really is that predictable, then we can build a tool around it. This is something that a machine can do, and people don't have to build rounded corner modules anymore and things like that. So I'm going to bring Gonzalo up to show you the tool.
So what you're seeing here right now is the CSSBuildr, like Nicole just introduced. And what it is, it's just a tool that we built on top of OCSS that it basically just lets you, within 2 or 3 clicks, create a module either from scratch or just choosing one of the existing templates that we have in here. You're going to be able also to modify the properties of that module, contours, background colors, font size colors, and then when you're done, we're going to be able to export what we created. So let me just show you what I mean. Just say here, I'm going to pick this module right here, for example, and I'm just going to name it my module. And here we are. We got the module that we picked. We're here presented to the right with a set of tools that's going to let us interact with our module and change the properties of it. So let's just go ahead and say we want to change the order border to be something, I don't know, So what this zip file is, it contains everything you need in order for you to go ahead and plug this module into your web page. By that, I mean it has the markup, the CSS self-contained in the HTML file, and we also give you a nice image for the round corners, just for Ajax support. The nice thing about this is you're gonna be able to plug in your module anywhere in your web page, and it's just gonna play it all nice. It's gonna adjust to any font size, no matter how many lines you have. It's gonna do the wrapping of the lines for you too. So you don't have to worry about the corners anymore. So if you like what you saw today, I encourage you to visit us at CSSBuildr.com. We're still in private beta, but we're hoping to open to the public soon. We're also looking for people to contribute to the project, so come to talk to us if you like what you saw. Thank you.